Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Trying to see if I got any audience in here. And my 5,500 fans want to holler at me, boy. It's a wet day up here. It's raining. I don't see nobody on. I guess nobody want to talk. I don't make these announcements a lot. I just sometimes go random. But I have some time today. Low can't pick up till tomorrow. So what's this button do? Oh, okay. Uh, didn't know it did that. Jesus Lord. Man, you learn something new every day. What's up, everybody? You see this gray in my beard? What's that about? What's the gray in the beard about? So let's talk. Let's see. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm just getting on here for a little bit. I made a video earlier. I want to see what's up. Hey, Edward, what's up, man? How you doing out there? How's everybody doing out here in this trucking market, man? How, we making money still or what? Hmm. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? What's going on? What's going on? I'm laughing at one of my subscribers. This by far has been my worst week in trucking. Blew a trailer tire yesterday. Now today I blew another one. Dude. Are you an owner operator or lease op? Blew 2 trailers in 1 week. Yeah. Hey, trucking Kersey, what's up? Kersey, what's going on, man? How's Prime treating you over there? What's going on with you Prime guys? I heard through the grapevine that they are making guys team over there. That's tough. Team and trucking, how they like to last. Let's see over here. 2 blown tires in a week. Owner op. Ooh. Oh lordy. That does suck, man. That sucks. I'm okay running for a mini fleet. Damn. So Kersey, if you're running for a mini fleet, right? And that fleet owner goes under, or he loses his business, or he just want to get out of it. That means you have to go team with somebody back on company side, right? Because they're not hiring any more company drivers at the moment. Or you gotta go lease purchase, right? I'm still okay running for a mini fleet. Oh, okay. What was this? What is this? I'm sorry, guys. Something got my attention. Little Mercy van here. I had a little surprise today, man. I'm at the Loves up here in Minnesota, right? And while I was sleeping, while I was in the shower, one of the tenants walked in there. I was butt naked and wet. I think she thought she was getting a bonus or something, man. She said she wasn't paying attention. I said, yeah, I'm sure you weren't. I'm sure you weren't. You just wanted to see some goods. They claim they are offering solos again. I could just find another mini fleet. Hey, Kersey, do you prefer driving mini fleet or do you prefer driving for the company? Well, I guess the mini fleet would pay a couple more cents per mile more. So, but my guy owns their trucks. Okay, that's cool. Right there. What's going on here? Oh, dude's fixing this thing. But yeah, earlier today, man, I went to go take a shower, man, and the shower attendant walked in on me, man. Now, when I take a shower, I have the music blasting. So how can you not hear that, right? And I think she was trying to earn a few extra dollars. Uh, Not true. The mini fleets always pay more. This is not fiction. Oh, okay. Well, I figured they would. The mini fleet would pay more. I think you could probably make as high as 65 cents a mile in the mini fleet. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, she tried to get an extra tip. Walked on me butt naked in my groove, man. When I take a shower, I put the music on. My Apple iPod playing. iTunes is playing. I'm playing all kind of R&B. I think I was playing R. Kelly or something, man. And she come opening the door, and I'm standing there butt naked in the shower, man. I'm like, hey. She's like, oh, I thought that it was empty. I said, you don't hear that music? But since you're here, right? Nah, she was fat and ugly. You don't find too many fine chicks out here on the road, man. All these bitches are hideous. Sorry if I offend somebody, but they do be, man. You know, I'm gonna be a little shallow for a second. I mean, I know we have females and males listen to me, and I hope I don't offend nobody. But yo, for a long time, right, there was no eye candy out here on the road, man. Like, these bitches was horrible, man. Oh my god. Just I mean, uh, but I guess if you compare them to like a lot lizard, they're a step up. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, truck curse. Yeah, you're right, man. Not all guys. Everybody look like shit, right? They do. But Kirsty, I'm gonna say this to you, right? Check this out. When I first started, right, you didn't see a lot of female truckers out here, and the ones you did see were just fucking trash. Most of them go the other way. Yeah, listen, Edward. I got a story about that. But see, company driver with Swift, way to go or not? Yeah, Everett, if you got multiple years experience, be a company driver, bro. Be a company driver. But look, check this out, man. When I first started, the female truckers was like hideous, man, like real fucking hideous. And every now and then you would catch a bad one. And most of the bad ones was like the Spanish girls out of Miami or Florida, like the Spanish ones. And you would catch like very rare, like very few ones that were really like sexy, right? Then all of a sudden they start coming out with all these automatic trucks, right? Now it's automatic, and then everybody was getting in the truck, and now you see a whole lot more prettier women out here, like a whole lot, And I'm not saying I'm checking them out or anything. I'm just looking, I'm observing the change in trucking, and yeah, automatic trucks. Yeah, automatic trucks change, man, because you see ex strippers and ex prostitutes, sex workers, OnlyFans workers or strippers who are now truck drivers. I was following this one girl channel, right? God, what is her name? Oh, she's on my Instagram. God, what's her name? I can't think of her name, man. She has a big ass, but she was a truck driver. All of a sudden, she decided to be a OnlyFans model instead of a truck driver. But she looks pretty decent, right? Young girl. Forget her name, man. Damn, it slipped my mind. I just seen her page the other day, and I was saying to myself, I said, that's the change in trucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, automatic transmissions have made it very possible for women to come. Now, I'm not saying women don't like catching gears. I'm not going to say that. Okay, that'd be wrong for me to say that. But what I will say is it made it a lot simpler to get through CDL school. And I'm going to tell you something. These trucks, like the T680, and even this Cascadia, they're a lot smaller on the inside. You feel like you're driving a van. Courtesy, I had to ask the guy his truck to see his new auto. I said, I've drive a stick. That makes me more than a man than you. How you going to satisfy me? Damn, Kersey, you went for the nuts. You actually said that to a guy? Yeah. Hey, Kersey, I bet you got all kind of war stories and all kind of freak stuff that, I would hate to be a female in a male-dominant industry out here on the road. Oh, God. I know you're getting proposition left and right. Let me tell you this. I've been propositioned. Okay, this goes back to Andrew St. Andrew's question. I was in California one time, man, Ontario, at the TA in Ontario, and I'm walking across the parking lot, And this dude walked up on me, right? I'm minding my business. He's like, "Oh, I can tell you ain't from around here." I said, "No, I'm not." He started engaging me. And I said, "Man, this is getting a little uncomfortable." And next thing he said, he's like, "You got pretty eyes." I was like, "Oh, shit." I was like, "Whoa." And so I was like, "Hey, man, I got to go home and, take it easy." Now, I kind of curved him. He was like, hey, man, you want to talk? And I was like, "Nah, I got to go." But I think he was trying to proposition me. There'd be a lot of, and now listen, I ain't got nothing wrong with no homosexuals or anything like that. Nothing wrong at all. I had a student from Mississippi. He, he never came on me or said anything inappropriate to me. I treat him like an individual, like a man. Men treat me better than they do men. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Hey, you talking about Coco? That's her, Sean. That's her name, Coco. That's her name. She from North Carolina. Her name is Coco. I heard her OnlyFans is trash, yo. But she looks pretty fucking good. I mean, she don't truck no more, but she shake her ass or something. Uh, anybody ever subscribe to her OnlyFans? Not saying that I subscribe to fans, but I've seen it. Oh god, yo. Oh god. Coco and her big ass, man. I was like, damn. And so you start seeing better, like year after year, you started seeing better looking females drive trucks. You know what I mean? I saw one other day, and I had to stop. And see, I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? When I see a female trucker, I heard it's all right. Oh wow, I gotta check it out. When I see female truckers out here, I don't speak to them. Unless they speak first. I try not to acknowledge them unless they acknowledge me first. And the only reason I do that because I know it can be uncomfortable for women out here in this male-dominated industry. And I've heard some stories about men saying some very inappropriate things to some of these females. I don't want to add to that, so I don't say anything. And I don't want to fuck with a trucker, but I've seen it though. You know what I mean? You better come say hi to me if you see me. Oh, Kersey. Kersey, I will come say hi and give you a hug, sweetie, if I see you. Okay? I don't want no smoke. It's very pretty female. Yeah. Oh, man, listen. I drive for Only Trucks LLC. Guy approached me all the time. Jesus. I've seen some trans out here. Hey, Jeremy Griggs, listen, bro. I've seen some trans too. Where was I? I was in Arkansas, right? Dude hopped out the truck, white guy, about 6'4", blonde hair down to his back, high heel, and a mini skirt. And he had his toes painted and everything. He was a man. I just looked and was like, damn. I don't say nothing. I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, man. The trucking is the only job you can do that make you comfortable. Go ahead, bro. I don't discriminate. When I was younger, man, one of my assignments was working in the gay and lesbian union in Washington D.C., right around Adams Morgan in D.C. So I have no problem with people's lifestyles. It's not my business. You know what I mean? And D.C. has one of the biggest gay and homosexual populations. I train trans as long as they can drive. Who cares? Don't kill me. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, look, as long as they can drive, they cool, man. And actually, so I trained a gay guy, right? He was my student. This is when I was with Prime. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was gay. He was very clean. It was like having a woman on the truck. I mean, I don't want to say he was a woman, but it felt like having a female on the truck. It kind of made the truck a little softer. Do you know what I mean? He swept up, he sprayed, he wiped down all the time. He was very clean. So he was a pleasure to be around. And I was like, you know what? I'll train gay guys from now on. I don't care. I'm not gay. So whatever you do outside in your bedroom is your business. Edward, I have a big feet, but I am all woman. Woo. Edward, what you say? Hey, Jeremy, always look at the feet. Oh, bro. You look at the feet and the Adam's apple. They can't hide that Adam's apple. Oh no. Oh no. Listen, unless they're vehement. Those are or Thai. Those Thai she-men, or what they call them, shims, or lady boys. Oh my God! Listen, I got a passport. I'll never fucking go to Thailand. I'll never fucking go to Thailand at all for nothing. Oh no, no, because you can't tell who's a man or a woman over there. Those motherfuckers are so uh, covert. You think, now here's my secret, fellas. If the girl comes on you too strong and she really likes you and she really wants you and she's saying all the right things and doing the right moves, she's a man. Run. Run, watch out. Okay, that's a man. I don't give a shit. Because women ain't that cooperative. But Thailand is a whole different animal, bro. Whole different animal. But y'all, man, I was stressing, man. Last couple of days, I just stressing, trying to make sure you're making the right moves out here in trucking. You feel me? Oh, Sean, let me tell you about Atlanta, Georgia. Now, when I first got into trucking, I wanted to go to Atlanta to hang out. I wanted to try Gladys Knight's Midnight Train restaurant that was down on Peachtree Street. I wanted to go to the Coke Factory downtown and the aquarium. And Jesus, have I got a fucking experience. I saw grown men down there dressed in jeans, hoodies, and everything with high heel shoes on. I couldn't believe it. This is their red. Whoa, Kersey. Oh, Kersey, I got a good story about some hookers in Atlanta if you want to hear it. But 2 transmissions under the hood, 1 in yes, man, listen. If you like that, bro, go ahead and knock yourself out, man. But man, I would never go to Thailand, bro. Not at all. Not at all. I don't have everything against them. They just don't try to come on to me, make me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I dig it. I had one grab my butt one time. Hey, Jeremy, I had one happen to me too when I was in uniform. It happened to me too. I was at the gay parade, protecting the gay parade. I got smacked on the ass, man. I had to take it like a champ. They are very aggressive. Let's see. Jim, what's up, man? Vegas is sketchy too. Hey, Sean, let me tell you something. Vegas has prostitutes that are fucking gorgeous. Okay? Let me tell you about the Sunshine Truck Stop. I don't know if it's closed down. It's right down the street from the MGM and the New York, on the other side of the highway, exit 32. It's called the Wild West Truck Stop. Every time I park there, I go to Vegas to get some gamble a little bit. A hidden spot to park. But when you park there, there's lot lizards there. And Sean, I better not catch them, man, when I'm in my down bag and my shit's in the dirt, because they are very good looking women, like very good looking. Oh my God. I was out there one time and this brown chocolate thing walked up to me and asked if I wanted to have one to party tonight. Oh, Sean, let me tell you this. I had a student, right? I had a student named Phil. I'll tell you this story. Okay, I trained Phil for 6 weeks. I took Phil to Vegas and showed him the Wild West truck stop. And I let him park there. I mean, for us to go have fun in Vegas. So Phil got out, had fun, came back. A couple weeks later, Phil graduated off my truck. Phil's first load was a double stop in Las Vegas. So Phil drove from Amarillo, Texas to Las Vegas. He went to Wild West truck stop. He parked. He got out the truck, and there was a pretty hooker right there. And right across the street is a Holiday Inn hotel. He took the hooker to the Holiday Inn hotel. He had sex all night, and he was happy. Okay, Phil, that was your business. You could do what you want. Well, Phil went wrong is he got drunk and he got high with the girl. She pulled out a crack pipe. It's like, hey, I want round 2. And Phil was like, I'm for it. Phil was a horny dude. Anyway, Phil passed out. They both passed out sleeping in the room. Stevens is calling Phil's phone number because he misses delivery. Stevens pings the truck, and they see that Phil is at the Wild Wild West hotel. And Stevens sent a tow truck and the police out there and another driver. They break into the truck. The driver takes the truck and delivers the load. Driver comes back to the hotel. Phil is still asleep. Phil wakes up at 7 o'clock at night. And the fucking the driver said, "Hey, here goes Phil. Gotta go. Okay, see you, Kersey." Phil shut up. Steven said, "Listen, we gotta take you now, and we gotta take your alcohol and drug test right now." Phil refuses. They fired him on the spot. They towed his truck, and the driver went on about his business. Phil was left out there in Las Vegas. It's a true story. This happened about 5 or 6 years ago. I'll never forget the phone call. Phil said, "Listen, Rich, you're going to be mad at me today." I said, "What you do?" And he told me the story. So Vegas is a very, very, very bad place for horny single men. A very bad place. So, yeah, man. Phil was down bad, real bad. Yeah, he was down bad, but he had a good time, man. He showed me a picture of the girl. I'm shocked she smoked crack, but she was put together. It's the best couple $100 he spent in his life. Was this at Stephen Transport? Yeah, Stephen Transport. Yeah, it was. Phil was on his first load when he did that. I said, "Damn, Phil." I said, "Phil, what you should have did is delivered your load, then go back there and do what you want to do. Not deliver the load, bro. Like, what you thinking?" Phil wasn't thinking. Phil was just horny. He was down bad. And that's what happens when you down bad. You make bad decisions. Phil made a bad one. So I got my training at Stevens. Wow. Yeah. Oh, trust me. Stevens got a lot of training horror stories, bro. They just don't tell them. They don't tell them at all, man. I'm talking one story. They had a trainer and a trainee run a train on a lot lizard, and they got into a fight because they wanted to know who was going next. Oh, look, it gets bad. And the crazy part about it is the trainer called Stevens to complain about it. "Well, why were you fighting?" "Well, because we did this." What? Listen, trucking companies have heard all kind of craziness. The shit's unreal. It could be a movie written about this stuff. I'm going to look into that truck stop. Yeah, the Wild West truck stop in Vegas, bro. Be careful, man. Prostitution is legal in Vegas. No, it's not. It's legal in Nevada when it's at certain districts, but it's not legal in Vegas. No, it's illegal. Off Harry Hines? Nah, it's off of, so if you know where New York's at, and MGM, the Grand, it's, I think it's exit 37 off of Interstate 15. Let's see. Why don't you go buy your own truck and lease a Landstar? Hey, Austin, I think I'm gonna buy a truck and do intermodal. I think I'm pushing to that direction to be an intermodal because I got a TWIC card, and I'm gonna put some use to it. I think I'm going to ports eventually. Gotta go be safe. Kersey took out. Okay, Atlanta's definitely a crazy place. It sure is. Oh, so Shamarcus Dickerson, I got an Atlanta story for you. You want to hear it? Here's my Atlanta story. You guys know 285, that pilot that sits on 285, right? Feature on the first 48 twice. Cross Pilot is a hot sheets hotel. Now, what's a hot sheets hotel? It's a hotel that charges by the hour. Okay, every hour you got to pay. So people go in there for prostitution reasons. You don't see it because you don't pay attention to it, but it's right there. Anyway, they were on the first 48 because what happened was a prostitute and a pimp were negotiating terms inside of a trucker's truck, a guy from Indiana. He wanted to give himself some brown sugar that night. Well, when he pulled out his money, the pimp said, "You know what?" And he tried to rob him. He stabbed him in the chest. Stabbed him in the chest, he killed him because he stabbed him in the heart. The guy bled out in his truck. The sad part about that whole story is they notify his wife of what he did and what he was doing and why he died. His wife was devastated. But here's the thing about that pilot, right? And I don't park there for nothing ever, because one day I went there, and they still have lot lizards there. And when I was inside the truck stop, I heard the lot lizard tell the security guard, "Hey, you gonna look out for me tonight? I got you a couple extra." And he was like, "Yeah, I got you. Just any problems, let me know." So they're in cahoots together. Ain't a safe space to be, man. Not a safe space to be. Florida public interviews. Richie Rich was good. I need your number. Hey, Florida public interviews. What's let me see. Drop your email, or matter of fact, drop your email address. I email you. What question you got, brother? Ports are nightmares. Ask me how I know. Ever think about going back to Stevens? No, I'm blackballed from Stevens because I made videos about them. If you make a video about a company, they're not going to like it, especially if it's not a positive light. They ain't going to like it. That pilot on Bullcrest, right? Yeah, that's it, Sean. Yeah, man, that place. Yo, in the last 11 years I've been driving, there's been like 5 homicides there. It's really fucking bad. So don't park there. Let's see here. Old Dominion looking for your ass. I don't know what I do. Old Dominion. Whatever pull from them. Maybe. I don't know. I've been off the road for a while. Is West Memphis as bad as it used to be? Bro, Edward St. Andrew. Yo, everybody stay the fuck out of Memphis. Okay? It's bad. Yeah, it is bad. You know? Stay away from Memphis. Don't even fuel there. Don't even stop there. If you gotta stop outside of Mississippi to get fuel, and get like 50 miles away from Memphis. Don't stop nowhere near Memphis. Memphis is bad as fuck. Okay? Making any money? I hope so, bro. I hope so. Left a review on trucking the day your video came out. They stated they were making a video and nothing. Fuck them. Oh, hey, Moto Justin, you did? Thanks, man. Hey, I was going to tell everybody, go on Google and look for Advanced Trucking LLC in Indianapolis and put clown emojis under their fucking reviews. Fuck those people, man. They got fake reviews on there. You know? I went back and added some more shit. I did. Fuck those people, man. Florida public interviews. Drop your email. Yeah, this ain't Trucker this ain't Mother Trucker, is it? Florida public interviews, you mother. I'll tag my email address at the end of this video, man. And if you want to talk, I definitely talk to Mother Trucker. I got some words. Let's see, that's parking petrol. Oh, Face Mob. I got a story about the petrol in Atlanta. Now, the petrol in Atlanta, right? You know they're across the street from the very, very famous Blue Flame, right? Anybody who knows what that is, that's like Magic City, but on the outskirts. Magic City Strip Club. But the Blue Flame is across the street. That's a serious strip club. Serious. I used to work with the 2 companies, and I wanted to ask you a few questions. I used to work with you at 2 companies, and I wanted to ask you a few questions. Okay, I got you. Left review on Advanced Trucking. Okay, welcome back. I'm glad I fixed the roads on Lamar Avenue in Memphis. Some potholes used to knock your bumper off. Schmarcus, man, look. Are you a trucker? Smoky Cowboy, I am. What's for dinner? I had chili from Wendy's. What the fuck's he doing? Ugh. Okay, I got you, bro. Okay, man. Murder Petro. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, it did. Yo, Atlanta used to be really, really bad, man. Petro got like security now, and so does that pilot, but I still don't like parking there. I don't like parking anywhere in Atlanta, Georgia, man. I don't. Atlanta has went downhill for the last decade. They really have. Downhill, pretty shitty place. Never works. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Oh, guys, it's raining. I'm tired. Reason I started talking about hoes and stuff because think the shower worker here tried to get a little extra bonus on me. She walked on me when I was naked. Talking about she didn't hear the radio blast. I said, okay, all right, girl, get out of here with that. Blue Flame, $5 lap dances. You damn right, boy. Yeah, hell yeah. You know, you in the West Memphis or Memphis when it's a G-string over the truck stop. Ugh, that's nasty. Keep it real 100. What's up? What's up? Yo, West Memphis and Memphis is bad, yo. It's just bad, man. Like, I don't like parking there unless it's an emergency. Seriously, on some real shit. And even then, man, it's never a good night's sleep. Let's see what's going on here. It's raining like cats and dogs out here now. Raining like cats and dogs, man. But guys, I just uploaded a little Swift video. The Loves on Broadway in St. Louis, man. Hey, bro. St. Louis is another place too, bro. Oh, man. East St. Louis? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's just terrible, man. Terrible, man. East St. Louis, man. I swear to God, man. I was driving through East St. Louis. It looked like a battlefield, bro. Like, I thought it was East Beirut. Like, I was wondering where my M16, my M4 carbine was at. And my Kevlar, man, that shit looked bad, man. Like, real fucking bad. People legit begging for you to buy food at McDonald's. Yeah, man. Some rusty, dusty-ass places, man. But, yo, East St. Louis is horrible. Casino in the back for free. Oh, okay, Fresh Mom. Okay. Yo, this guy is good, man. So let me show you this. Watching him. He out here fixing this dude truck in the rain, man. Like, that's a hustling, man. Yo, he got my respect on that shit. Damn. It's gonna cost him a pretty penny though, but he got my respect on that shit. Look like his coolant line went out. I would have to say my favorite truck stop is Acme Truck Stop on Blossom. Sean, bruh, you trying your luck. You trying your luck, man. Yo, that's another place. Orlando, Florida has a whole stroll. If anybody doesn't know about Florida. And you know what? While we're on this topic, right? When I first started, I was looking out for like lot lizards and stuff just to see what it was like. I never fucked with one. Never would I have ever. But because I know most of them are like undercover cops, especially on Orange Blossom Trail. You better be careful, okay? Because they are undercover police. You know, I've seen a couple of undercover police there, and they're just waiting to grab truckers. But that's a whole stroll, man. Damn, he's replacing this shit. I would say my favorite. Most cities are beautiful from the interstate, but I don't advise stopping and camping them out. Yeah, man. Not at all, man. It's dangerous out here for us truck drivers. Dangerous. Gary, Indiana is bad. Man, Gary, Indiana is a fucking pothole. It's a lot of America's bad, man. A lot of America just poor and bad, man. It's sad. This country really falling apart. That's why I hope that change is coming for the better. You know, Gary, Sean, I never had no problems out of that TA and Gary. I never had any issues. Actually, I got a story about that one though. Okay, here's a story, Sean. Man, you're making me think about all the shit I've been through. My rookie year, I was stopping at Gary, Indiana, at the Petro there. Back in the day when I used to go there, it was really like a city. I mean, it was really lively. People were coming in and out. Everything was working fine. The food was good. You know, truckers were in the lounge. I was in the store, and this girl, she like Kamara Lee, Russell Simmons' wife, but younger, right? She was in the store getting gas, man. And I was like, God, she was beautiful. I wish I had said something to her. I didn't, but I wish I would have. I was like, God, you're beautiful. Kamara Lee, man. I never forget that, Joe. Let's see. Nah, man, I frequently drop my trailer and go for food. Oh, okay. I'm surprised they don't give me no problems about that because they got security over there like that. you know. Oh, God. So what's up with everybody, man? What's up? Everybody making money? Everybody doing good out here? You know, everybody want to see Rich what he's going through. I ain't going through shit, man. I'm just, I don't know. I'm about to go to bed, I guess. It's raining. I'm glad I parked early. This is a big truck stop, man. Man, dude got all my respect, man. He in the rain working, man. God, man. Dude in the rain work on this dude truck. Stuck in Kansas City, it's a dead market. Shit. Face Mob, you owner operator, man, or you with a company? I've been getting kicked out of Walmart just for stopping for my 30. Yo, Jeremy, something is going on in this country with Walmart. Walmart used to be very inviting at one point. Now, if you park there, they boot your truck and tow you. And I'm talking about if you go in there to go shopping. It's fucking ridiculous. Walmart, what is up with you? Bought it, take a load to Newfoundland. Okay, they have an amazing spot in Gary. For Jamaican food, you know what, Sean? I heard about that. Man. You know what, bro? I've been craving some oxtails and some rice and peas and plantains. See. Yeah, those young dumb whoopers got drivers on the driver's side too. Shit. F those scammers. Bro, I agree with you. I agree with you, man. Trucking is targeted by a lot of scammers, man, and a lot of bad characters in this industry. You know, people take advantage of people out here, man. It's sad. Real sad. Oh, guys, I'm not going to be here long, man. I'm about to go to bed. I'm getting tired. I've been up since about 2, 3 this morning. I drove from Chicago. I had a load pickup in Chicago, and I took out here to Minnesota. I'm tired, man. I've been up all day. And now it's raining, man. Sucks. Sucks. You know what? This has been a really wet summer. It's been raining like a whole fucking lot. You know? It seems like the scammer salespeople are more aggressive than ever. Yeah, they are, bro. And undercover lot lizard in Birmingham was setting drivers up quickly. I'm glad I didn't bite. Oh, keep it 100. I got a story about Birmingham, Alabama. The TA there. Okay? I was training a student. I think his name was Jose from Texas. Spanish guy. And I kept telling Jose, listen, secure the truck. Secure our truck, sir. Okay? He had a notorious habit of not locking the doors when he leave. Or not locking the doors when he was just not locking the doors at all. So one night after he drove, we parked at the TA. He shuts off his clock. We both get into bed, right? And we're both sitting there talking. And my door comes swinging open. Door swung open. So when the door swung open, I jump out of bed. Jose jumped down from the top bunk. And we look and we see a woman running up the side of the truck. And I said, Jose, you locked that fucking door? He said, nah, man, I'm sorry, man. So I said, yo, what do you want? To the girl running up the side of my truck. She turns around and comes back to my truck. Her nose is running. She looked like a mess. And she has a long trench coat on. She opens her trench coat and she has a G-string on. And she's like, do you want some head? To me, right? And I looked at her, I was like, oh, wow. So I said, hey, hold on a second. And she stepped closer, like she's about to climb in. And I said, Jose, tell him what you said. And she's like, I'll suck both of y'all dicks. No bullshit. And I said to Jose, I said, you see why the fuck I tell you to lock these motherfucking doors? I said, baby girl, we good tonight, man. She said, you sure? And she showed her she looked like trash. Ugh. But I said, Jose, you see why we locked the fucking doors? You see why? Oh, Rich, I'm sorry, Rich. My bad. And from that day on, man, he locked the doors, man. Seriously, he did. But I said to her, I said, why did you snatch the door and run? She says, it's a bad habit. I said, well, yeah, apparently. So, yeah, man, shit was crazy. Real crazy, man. I was like you said, more to come in. I haven't had a positive settlement in 6 weeks with Old Prime. Got another truck at the terminal now. Shall be picking repairs, so after he leaves, I might be able to hold for them 2 weeks. Shit. Damn. Damn, you got a lemon. Damn. I just told my boys to go over to Prime, man. You're gonna do flatbed for them. I said, that's probably the best deal to do right now. Yo, right now, y'all, trucking ain't it, man. We got a problem. I kind of wanted to make a video about that, but I didn't want to make it sound racist. But we got a problem. Trucking is not a good old American job no more. It ain't starting to become a United Kingdom of fucking trucking. So, lesson learned. Hey, Boogie. Yeah, man. Yo, Jose learned that shit. I said, man, she's about to suck your dick, bro, because she wasn't going to touch me. With her snot running out of her face and shit. That's disgusting, man. And somebody got her in the truck, too. You nasty motherfuckers. Oh, you nasty mother. Ah. My trailer got broken into by others of Birmingham. Went and got the train out of a train. I posted a video about it. Crazy. So Steve's shit. Damn. Yeah, some places in the country are hot as, man. Oh man, I'm getting tired, y'all. I'm about to fall asleep. How many people got on here? 50 people. I appreciate y'all showing love, man. Like I said, I took some of my videos down, man. Like I don't work for Prime no more, so why am I pumping their shit? They want my fucking advertisement, pay me. Got all these females twerking on the Kingpin. Back then, no one wanted to be a truck driver. Now everybody wants and their mom wants to be a truck driver without proper knowledge. Hey, Sean, you know what? I was going to make a video about that, right? And I like to take blame for that. I'm going to take blame for that, and I'm going to tell you why. I was checking my algorithms, right, when I was putting my videos in private, and it showed that I had like 2 million views. Like on Prime, and like certain videos had like 2 million views, like 2 million views. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm probably part of the problem of saturating the market because I said what kind of money we made, and a lot of these fucking foreigners and people from other parts of the country and world, they jump the fence to make $4,000, $3,000 a week. That's like millionaire money in their country. So, I think I was part of the problem, man. That's why I was like, I'm taking these videos like away. I'm not helping Prime or Stevens or anybody really organization unless they pay me. So I just took it away. Why are you so worried about what other drivers think? The T's. Nah, I'm not really. I'm not worried about nobody. I just took the videos away just because I don't work there no more. Why should I help their company? Why should I help their company with information? Prime done screwed me twice. Once with the trainee wrecked my truck, and then when they canceled my contract on the A side. So nah, I'm not helping them. Do your thing, man. Okay, I appreciate your tease. The T. Yeah, that's all, man. So I am gonna talk about Swift. I mean, the jury's still out on Swift. Swift is like I said earlier, Swift is basically buying up all these small companies. So they got freight. Okay, and that's why I'm with them. Because they have freight. I don't sit for nothing. I mean, I make a phone call and I got like a load. You just gotta know how to kind of work the system here. The only thing that I kind of wish, if I could wish anything, I wish like the fuel discount was a lot better, and I wish they might have bumped the pay up maybe another 10 cents, maybe 20 cents, bump it up 20 cents. I think that any lease operator or owner operator, you want to pull at least $2 a mile, minimally. Like the low lease pays $2 a mile. You know what I mean? Here at Swift, I think the highest I'll get paid a load is like $1.85 or something, or $1.80 or something like that. I hope so. I hope everything do shift, man. Oh, listen. When Joe Biden got in the office, my trucking career went down the tank. Okay, fuel went from being $1.39 to $2 a gallon to fucking $8 a gallon. Okay, fuck the politics. Fuck all that. I just know about my own personal situation. Like Joe Biden got in office, not even a month later, man, it wrecked my business. So, I don't give a shit if Trump, like, I don't care if he gets it all. I hope he does or doesn't. I don't know. Last 4 years have been bad in trucking. And then you got all these immigrants, like today, right? Oh, let me tell you about this shit today. Motherfucker. Driving down I-35, right? A Somalian truck driver is on the hammer lane on my left side. He cuts in front of me to get off the exit. But it was like less than a quarter of a mile. And thank God that I'm sitting there thinking, like, this dude might do something stupid. He literally passed 3 lanes over in a truck with a trailer. You know, I want him to deport fucking everybody. You know, because really, what do we care about? American situations. You know, I don't have a problem with anybody, but when it starts affecting like your livelihood and your life, you know, it's a different story. Crazy. I tried to apply for Swift Lease and they don't hire out of Connecticut, which is crazy. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. I think because of the laws, the labor laws out there. You want your cake and eat it too. Hey, Rob, what you mean by that, blood? What you mean? Some asshole backed in my trailer out of Pilot in Northeast Maryland last Friday. Drivers from Canada was trying to deny it. I called police to file a report. Them small Russian companies ruined it too. Bro, listen. You know, I did apply for a job at DOT. I did. And I'm going to continue to keep my eye open on that. I would leave trucking to work DOT just so I can just change some shit. You know, stuff I see out here is crazy. It's almost lawless. It really is. Just the way they treat drivers, the way they fucking rip drivers off. I mean, it's crazy. It is. Most immigrants buy their equipment. You don't see too many of them working for Medicare. Hey, Shamarcus, that's very true. And I'm going to make a video about the immigrants. I am. I'm going to talk about that. I wasn't going to make it because I didn't want to seem racist, but I got to talk about that shit. I got to talk about it, man, because those motherfuckers is the ones really eroding this country with the trucking. You know, there was a time, right, when I was a truck driver and I'd be out in Minnesota, right, or I'd be out like Montana or like Idaho, and I see a black guy and we'd be like, damn, you out here too? They got you out here too? It was like a shock. Now you go out there, it's like a fucking foreign country. You see Somalians, you see those Europeans, you see the Africans, you see those Mexicans, you see those, you know, everybody, man. You know, I got a problem with them giving the CDL test in like different languages. The fuck? They are, yo, you want 20 cents plus big fuel discount. Hey, Rob, you're fucking right. Why not? Shit, listen. Who's doing favors out here, bruh? Like on some real shit. Who's doing favors out here for anybody? Trucking is a get your money up business. Yeah, you're right. I want a $1 discount on fuel, and I want a higher paying loads. You damn right. I ain't trying to work hard and kill myself. You know, Swift, if you wanted to, you could do like 3,000 plus miles per week. You could. But that's kind of killing yourself. It really is. You want to kill yourself out here? No, fuck no. Please talk about it, Rich. Somebody has to. Nobody in the brave enough to say. I'm going to say something. Yeah, Minneapolis do have a big Somali community, man. And that motherfucker was almost, if I wasn't paying attention, see, when you drive a truck, you got to be fucking defense. You got to be on defense. And you looking out for stupid motherfuckers, man. If not, you're gonna be hurt. Let me see here. Cheat the laws, all that. Let me see. They had the Mexican talking low 30 cents. Most of the girls buy. Does Swift pay 100% fuel surcharge to you? Austin, they do. And this week the fuel surcharge is 40 cents. And I was gonna make a video about the fuel surcharge, just in general. I think it's outdated, just in the country. 40 cents for fuel surcharge when fuel is fucking almost $5 a gallon makes no sense to me. The fuel surcharge should start at $1. It should start at $1. I don't understand. The fuel surcharge is for the fuel of the haul and the load. Since I got out there, I feel like it's more non-American driving now than Americans. Bro, you 100% right, man. This is not, And that's why I'm gonna tell you something, right? And you can blame politicians for this bullshit, but trucking is not gonna be an upper middle class job like it used to be. You know, trucking was a job a guy can get, a blue collar job a man can get, that he was able to have a stay at home wife, put his kids through school and college, have a house, and put him something aside to retire one day. He was able to build some shit. Now, there's truckers out here making McDonald's money. Okay, $500, $600 a week, driving a fucking 18-wheeler. It's not worth it. It ain't. Trucking has left middle class America, man. We got screwed, and we got screwed by Washington, letting those fucking immigrants in here, letting them open trucking companies overnight, and fucking rip American truck drivers off. That's exactly what they did. Let's see. The fuel surcharge doesn't matter if they don't give you the maximum fuel discount. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. Prime takes a percentage of the surcharge too. I'm sure they do. But see, Prime gives bigger fuel discounts. They pass that on to their drivers. I was telling a buddy of mine, I was in Pennsylvania. Fuel was $5 a gallon. For Swift, I paid $4.95 a gallon. I was sick to my stomach. When I pulled up the Prime app, when I had access to it, the fuel was $3.68 a gallon. So Prime is passing that on to the lease owner ops. So Prime is solid for that. But yeah, I don't get, Davis, listen, Lamont, I don't get the fuel surcharge either, man. The fuel surcharge is supposed to help you, like, it's supposed to be for the fuel of the load, okay? So the load pays a certain percentage, a certain amount of dollar. That's for hauling the load. That's for the labor of the load. The fuel surcharge is supposed to pay for fuel, and it don't. Fucking 40 cents a fucking mile pays for what? Fuel is $4.24 here at Love's, okay? What the fuck does 40 cents a mile pay for? It pays for fucking nothing. They calculate the fuel surcharge based on the national average in addition to fuel discounts they're getting as a company. But Dewey, I'm gonna tell you, this bullshit, okay? Fuel is $4.24 a gallon. Why are they giving you 40 cents? This ain't 1980 when fuel was 80 cents a gallon, okay? Or 1990, or even the early 2000s. Fuel is almost $5. Why are they only giving 40 cents? Fuel surcharge should be at least $1 a fucking a mile. It should be $1. Plus then whatever you get on top of fucking, you know. Swift probably gets a much, yeah, they fucking do. They're just not passing it on. And it makes me think, because Swift is a publicly traded company, and fuel sometimes can help inflate the numbers and make it look like they're more profitable than what they really are. USA did that same fucking bullshit. The rates used to be up during the holidays. They don't more. Now Americans still working holidays. Don't care about culture. They just don't. Bro, who knows? Who knows? But Edward, yeah, you're right. Swift probably does, man. They probably get fucking phenomenal. I mean, they have 100,000 trailers, you know? So it wouldn't make sense to me for them not to get like $1 or more off the fuel pump price. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I do my routes, when the system routes me, it routes me to the big 5 truck stops. Now, if they weren't getting discounts, they wouldn't route me to the big 5 truck stops. Simple as that. They would route me to whatever cheap mom and pop was on the way. So yeah, they are getting some discount. They're just not passing it on, which doesn't make sense to me. Okay? But like I said, a lot of companies use fuel discount to inflate their numbers, to make it look like they're more profitable than what they really are. And I guess it helps balance their sheets. And that's fucking bullshit. You know, it's getting paid off the working man. But what can you do, right? What can you do? You have to work for one of these people unless you have your own shit. You know? And even when you have your own shit, you got to compete with these people, because what are they doing? They're buying out you, or they're buying out your companies, or they're buying out the brokerages. You know? It's big fish eat little fish. Damn. Yeah, dude busted his pipe. So, you know, that's basically what it is, y'all. It's just a dog-eat-dog, unregulated world. It's unregulated, you know. Truckers need United Federation of Truckers Union. We need that. And what my thought about that is if all brokerages and all loads went through the union first, to where union takes out percentages for your retirement, your medical, and your pension, and whatever you get from that is the rest. That would change the fucking game. Okay? If they unionize trucking, it's $1 trillion business, multi-trillion dollar business. And right now, it's just highly unregulated. It's wild, wild west shit. Now, you guys watch. Fucking 20 years from now, they're going to fucking unionize this shit. They're going to have to. They're going to have to. Trucking is wild, wild west. You know? I got some stories to tell you about some bullshit, you know, and you guys are just not going to believe it. But every load, because, you know, in other countries like England, Europe, Australia, the truckers get money put to the side for them so that when they're working out here 30 years, they have a retirement. They have medical. United States, they don't. They built their system on fucking slavery here. You can work 30 years as a truck driver here and not have jack shit. You got guys right now who've been out here for 30 fucking years and are losing their houses and losing their cars and houses. All the shit they took 30 years to fucking get, they're losing it because of some fucking politician who allows illegal immigrants into this country freely. And, you know, we need an open market in trucking. Austin, no, what we need is a massive United Federation of Truckers Union that deals with nothing but every load goes through them. Every load. And you could have multiple offices and multiple satellite offices throughout the country, and everything goes through them so that when you get a load, it's true, okay? The percentage is true. There's no gimmicks and no games. It's a set rate fee. It's no bullshit. And on top of that, you get a pension out of it if you pull for them. You get retirement. You know, the Teamsters don't do jack shit for nobody, okay? They don't do jack shit for nobody but them fucking selves. You know, one group that could do something is OODA down there in Florida, the owner operator division. Those guys, those fucks could do something too. They wanted to, but they don't. Nobody does nothing. So then you got a poor sap who worked there 30 fucking years, can't retire. You got to die in the fucking truck. Okay, Social Security is useless. Project first. Yeah, man, look. Hey, you know, Lamar, I'll be honest with you, right? I do have thoughts about that shit. I do have thoughts about fighting for truckers because the shit I saw in my 11 years is fucking bullshit. It needs to change. Like, why are we paying lumpers? What kind of hustle is that? You know what I mean? What kind of scam is that? You know? Why are we getting 40 cents for fuel surcharge? But the fuel's $4.50. Man, fuck that shit. You know? Why are we not seeing real true weight contracts? Why are we seeing triple and quadruple brokering from brokers? Okay? Why are we allowing truck companies to strand drivers anywhere in the country? Strand them. You know, they say something wrong, they strand them. No. If your company strands a driver, your company should be closed down. It should be closed down and put out of business for one driver being stranded in the country. We have nobody who's a voice who's actually fighting. So a lot of drivers are 1099. They are paying into retirement. Yeah, Marcus, you are 100% right. Listen, a lot of people are going to be screwed when it comes to retirement. Screwed. When it comes to retirement, when it comes to disability, they're going to be screwed. Dig up Jimmy Hoffa and get him back in the Teamsters. Man, look. The Teamsters are nothing like they used to be. I remember being a child, and my dad was like, son, the Teamsters are the strongest union in the country. If you did something to one trucker, the Teamsters were down your ass back in the 70s and 60s. They were in your ass. And change was actually made. Politicians respected the Teamsters because they had voting power. Now they're a fucking joke, okay? They are. And I'm not saying unions are bad. I'm just saying they're not as powerful and prevalent that they should be, okay? They are not. They're just horrible. And because of that, guys are getting screwed. Men are getting screwed, you know? Now, of course, corporations don't like unions. They don't like unionized because they hurt. But, man, when you have corporations recording massive profit, right? You know, they can care less about the human aspect of it. Unfortunately, America is built on slavery. And I'm not saying slavery from 350 years ago. I'm talking modern day slavery today. Okay? They're built on having a poor, uneducated motherfucker work for pennies on the dollar to make somebody else rich. Bro, listen, you're right. 30 plus years, listen, it is sad in this country. It's sad in the United States. The United States is awful for that. Awful for not, for a person who worked every day of their life 30 years and cannot retire, can't live comfortably. They are awful for that. Okay? And I don't give a shit who's in office. They're all horrible fucking people. They are. Fuck those people, man. If somebody was powerful enough to literally unite every trucker in this country together, that could come with real major significant change. It really could. That would. Shit, there's what? 3 million of us. That's pretty powerful. Okay, that's a pretty powerful lobbying group. But unfortunately, truckers all feel different. You ask how many truckers it take to change a light bulb, it'll tell you 300. Okay, unfortunately, truckers do not unite these days. They don't. They do not unite these days. Simple. What do you drive, buddy? Black rapper. If you don't, not yours. Justin Brandon, I agree with you, man. I agree. Well, look, my issue with the CDL thing, right? It should be only given in English. Okay? In California, they got 3 dialects of Asian. Korean, Vietnamese, and Chinese on the CDL test. Texas got what? Spanish and fucking other language. Man, that's ridiculous. Trucking is an American job. It's an American job. It used to be. It's no longer. Well, anyway, guys, I've been on here long enough, man. And I'm getting pissed. Shit that I see does make you want to quit this industry. It just does. Why would you want to deal with some of the stuff we deal with? Why would you want to deal with it? But what happens is we get so far deep into trucking, it's hard to get out. It really is. It's hard to get out. It's almost like a withdrawal, like a drug withdrawal to get out of trucking. It's hard. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bed, man. Peace and love, man. Rich, what's the point of brokers starting controlling our income? Lamont, listen, that broker shit is fucking. That's to me is like a RICO. You understand? Brokering is like a RICO. It is like a criminal enterprise. The reason I say it is when you can manipulate numbers and hold higher percentages what you're giving, like what kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? Don't get me started. I'll make a video later on, guys. We'll talk soon, man. Peace and love.